Well, good morning. It's Monday morning. I think I forgot Saturday, but it was a very strange weekend, and we won't go into all that except that we were staying. There just wasn't much opportunity Saturday. So, Luke 14, we're going to do verses 1 through 11. One Sabbath, when he went to dine at the house of a ruler of the Pharisees, they were watching him carefully. And behold, there was a man before him who had dropsy. And Jesus responded to the lawyers and Pharisees, saying, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" But they remained silent. Then he took him and healed him and sent him away. And he said to them, "Which of you, having a son or an ox that has fallen into a well on a Sabbath day, will not immediately pull him out?" And they could not reply to these things. Now he told a parable to those who were invited when he noticed how they chose the places of honor, saying to them, "When you are invited by someone to a wedding feast, do not sit down in a place of honor, lest someone more distinguished than you be invited by him, and he who invited you both will come and say to you, 'Give your place to this person,' and then you will begin with shame to take the lowest place. But when you are invited, go and sit in the lowest place, so that when your host comes, he may say to you, 'Friend, move up higher.' Then you will be honored in the presence of all who sit at table with you. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted." So Jesus heals a man on the Sabbath because he can, and because healing is a good thing and it's the right thing to do. And he asks again, he's asked this before, he says, "Which of you, having an animal or something, or son that falls in a well, won't pull him out on the Sabbath?" You won't make him stay there overnight until the next morning. No, you'll pull him out. And so shouldn't I heal this man on the Sabbath? What's the difference? They can't answer. Then he notices people sitting at the better places at the wedding feast, and he says, if you do that, you might be asked to move down, and then you'll be shamed. And this is a shame-based culture that we're looking at, I think. And so sit at the lowest place so you can be invited to move up. Many years ago, I was in charge of, I suppose, the youth advisory delegates to the General Assembly when it met in Baltimore. And my specific job was to plan a social event for them, which I did. And we took them on a boat, went on a cruise around Annapolis. It was great. But I had to make some announcements. And the first night of the assembly, they had a dinner with the moderator candidates. Yeah. And so I went in there early and asked somebody who was running the thing, where I said, I just need to sit down for 5 minutes because I need to make an announcement and then I'm gone. And they said, "Oh, okay, just sit over here." And I sat there and I'm sitting there and they serve a salad and I'm eating the salad because why not, And after a few minutes, all these dignitaries come in and sit down in the head table, and somebody comes and says, "Who are you?" And I told him, and he said, "Well, you can't sit here. This is for so-and-so." So having eaten the guy's salad, I get up and move and wait. And I never am called on to make my announcement. I finally just figured I'd do it another time, and I left. We did have a very good attendance at the thing, but it was exactly this situation. I was told to sit there. I sat there, and then I was told to move and, go. Well, there was no place for me to go to, so it gets embarrassing, right? Don't exalt yourself because you'll be humbled, and don't humble yourself or humble yourself so that then you could be exalted if need be. So don't take the highest place, the place of honor. Don't assume that you are worthy of that. Just go sit in the back, and they'll call you up if they want you to come up. And that's Jesus' advice to the Pharisees and stuff who were there at dinner. It's also pretty good advice for us. Just don't push yourself forward all the time like you're somebody special. So we continue our theme tomorrow with the banquets. So you have a great Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow.